All right. Positive thinking is not transformation. What causes transformation in your life, in who you are, is aligning with your values. So, what are your values? How do you figure out what your values are? That's the question. And that's what we're going to answer today. But let's get started by just thinking what positive thinking does. If you just do positive thinking, you could be in a situation that's not good for you. And just by positive thinking, you could stay in that situation when you need to move. You need to get out of it. Positive thinking could blind you to things that are going on around you because you're thinking, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'll just stay positive and everything will change. But that doesn't really work. What works is aligning with your values. So when you consider aligning with your values, you think of a list of values, right? So maybe when you think about relationships, you think, or friendships, you think about maybe loyalty, love, kindness. Um, when you think about your career, maybe you think about being valued. Maybe you think about being appreciated. So that would be a big value for you. Maybe you value being a contributor that's, important and allowed to have your opinions about things. Maybe when it comes to your other parts of your life, you love adventure. Um, and that would be a high value for you to do something adventurous. So let's just choose a few things in your life, a few areas of your life that you really want to know what your values are. So let's just consider friendships, career, and oh, I'm just trying to looking at my notes for a sec. So let's just consider, your family. Okay. So we have these things lined up in all about our lives, right? Um, some of it could be just what do I want to be when I'm not working, when I'm not, trying to be in a relationship or whatever. What do I want to have happening in my life? So let's just consider the important things for you. So I know for me, it's how I live, like the house I live in and the things I surround myself with. I know it's my career and my job and how I serve in that. And then the other is friendships. The friendships are really important to me. So, considering those three things, those three aspects of my life, what are the values in them? So, you take them one at a time and you consider what is important to me when it comes to friendships. And for me, it would be laughter. Like, I want to hear a lot of laughter in my relationships. That is really important to me. I think that I would choose my best friend based on how much laughter there is when we get together. And so if I consider that that would be the highest value in my friendships, I think kindness might be another. Honesty and being direct with me would be another. And I would ask myself, what would all of that laughter do for me? What would having laughter in my life do for me? And the answer for me would be it just makes me feel good. It helps me relax and feel safe. And those are pretty important things. And I think that it just makes me feel like everything is good. And if everything was good in my life, what would that do for me? Well, I'd feel peaceful. And if I felt peaceful, what would that do for me? So you get the line of questioning, and when you get to the bottom of it, you'll find a very high value for you. So for me, it's fun and happiness and peace and joy. So those are all things that I would look for in my friendships with people. And when I look at those values, just think of three maybe 5 values that you have for each category that you choose for yourself. And then once you have them, think about the 3. So I said that happiness and joy and kindness were big for my friendships. So when you want to figure out which one is most important, you would ask yourself, if I could have happiness and not kindness, which would I choose? And I would choose happiness. If I could only have happiness and joy, which would I choose? And I would choose joy. So that would be my highest value. And you can do that with all of the aspects of your life when it comes to relationships, when it comes to romantic relationships, when it comes to family, when it comes to your career. Considering what your highest value is in each aspect of your life, and then align yourself with those values. Make your decisions based on those values. If you don't have those things going on in your friendships that you most value, you're not getting what you need from those friendships. If you don't have your highest values happening in the career or the job that you have, you are not aligned with your highest values. And when you're not aligned with your highest values, shifts can't happen, or they don't happen easily. And when you do align with your highest values, they happen automatically without you even thinking about it. So when it comes to making decisions in your life, in the different aspects of your life, if you consider your highest value first, it will make your decision making a lot easier. All right. So hopefully that helped you today. And if you like this and this kind of content, I would love it if you subscribe. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment. I would love to hear your comments. I read them all. And I think that's it for today. But hopefully it helped you out there. And until the next time, have a great day.